This is Maggie.
And this is Hillary.
Welcome to Secret Row.
Roll 31.
31. Sorry.
31.
Sorry.
31.
I even made sure before I start this podcast.
Yes.
I was like, it's 31, right? And I said 29. Okay, so anyway, on this podcast, we're going to talk about Japanese culture from a Japanese and American perspective. We will roll through Japanese culture and discuss what we think about this unique lifestyle we have here in Japan. So today we're going to talk about
Snacks part 2.
So on
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago on Roll 29, we talked about snacks, and towards the ending, I started talking about like the difference between candies, sweets, and snack. Mm-hmm. Because here in Japan, I think we differentiate. Well, we have like a specific word for snacks.
Yeah.
But in the States, I think we call everything snacks. Mm. So the first one is candy.
Candy.
Candy is like...
In Japan, it's like ame, like a lollipop.
Without the pop. Or without the lolly. Which part?
Lollipop without the stick.
Without the stick, yeah.
Yeah.
But in the States, like candy, cookies, lollipops are called candy.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
That's what I thought when I watched Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh.
They say, I think someone had a cavity or something, and
The fat boy.
Yeah, and couldn't eat the candy.
Yeah.
And then, so like the other people said that don't eat candies.
Uh-huh.
But I think it was the
Charlie?
Factory person.
Willy Wonka?
Willy Wonka. When she was small,
Yeah.
she ate it.
Oh.
But she was eating chocolate. So I was like, it's not a candy.
Yeah, but they call it chocolate candy.
Yeah, so that's when I first knew that candies are for everything.
Yeah. If it's sweet. Yeah, it's called candy.
Yeah.
And sweets. Mm-hmm. So usually in the States, sweets are like cake, donuts, ice cream, brownie, something that has like plenty of sugar. And I think it's close to like a bread kind of taste.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's a little similar in Japan too. We
like
say
pancakes.
Cakes or
Sweets.
I think it's like something with cream on, maybe.
Yeah.
Like parfait.
Sweets.
Like parfaits, I think it's different, right?
Oh yeah, that would be.
What is it? It's a dessert, maybe.
Yeah, it's a dessert. Yeah.
So maybe with whipped cream on is sweets in Japan.
Yeah, it is.
But it's a little different, right?
And lastly, snack.
Snack.
So snack is like everything is literally like snacks. Mm-hmm. But in Japan,
Snack-gashi is like potato chips.
Oh yeah.
With some
chips.
Yeah.
Potato chips.
Yeah, like in the States, I think snacks you also say some with sandwiches too, right?
Yeah, sandwiches, even pizza sometimes.
Yeah, in Japan that never happens.
It's something that you eat between like lunch. Mm-hmm. Those are called snacks. Mm-hmm. But in Japan, we say kanshoku, between eating.
Between eating, yeah. Kanshoku.
Mm-hmm. Kanshoku.
I think that's a really big difference for these three. Candy is really different.
Yeah, candy.
So, like, I think if you go to the States, like, if you're a Japanese person and go to the States and ask for candies and they give you chocolate, you'll be like, what? It's a chocolate, not a candy.
Does it melt in your mouth? みたいな. Yeah. 確かにね. It's so different.
Yeah.
Is there something you're into lately?
Right.
Something you want to talk about? While eating snacks?
That's when you don't have anything to talk. Okay, so do you go eat with your like coworkers or like senpai?
I used to, but I quit going.
Why?
Because I felt like there's nothing positive that comes out.
Okay.
Like, I usually go 2 or 3 times a month,
Okay.
but
That's
I
a lot.
never had like a positive thing after that. It always had like a negative effect on me.
Oh, okay. I never felt that before.
Really?
Maybe because you talk about work there.
Maybe.
Because like I really don't like talking about work outside.
You don't?
I really don't.
What do you talk about then instead?
Love chat or maybe some like advice, but
With your coworkers?
yeah. But like mostly those stuff or like what you talk with your friends is the most.
I think it's because, actually it's because I always talk about work whenever I go out with senpai.
I think that's why. I always talk about I want to have a boyfriend or like I like these
But if you're going to
people.
talk about your boyfriend, well, like if you're really, I don't know, in a good relationship with that senpai, then that will have a good reason for you to go and talk about like love. But if you're not close to that senpai, I feel like it's a waste of time. Like, I'd rather talk about love with my close friends, not with...
Maybe because I don't have friends much.
No, come on. You have more friends than I do.
Like recently, okay, so we have this school festival coming up, and it's 3 days. And I was asking my best friend that, do you want to go? I want to go. Are you coming? She said no. So I was like, okay, then maybe I'll go alone or I won't go. And a few days later, I asked her again, and it was a no again. So okay, I got it. And then that few days later, I heard that she's going with another person, which I used to be with her too.
Oh my
I was
God.
like, what? And they were talking about it in front of me. So I was like, didn't I ask you to go together?
You said that?
I did. But she was like, no, but you did, but at that time you weren't supposed to go. Like the other girl was invited from another person that goes on stage.
Yeah.
So like, can you come see? And then she doesn't want to go by herself, so she asked my best friend out. And I was like, okay.
How is that relationship now? Like, are you still friends with that person?
Yeah,
Or
but
are
like,
you-
okay, she didn't do it on purpose. She does those stuff without thinking much. So
okay.
I'm fine, but
Yeah.
a little bit, I saw a little crack between us. I was
Yeah.
like, okay.
Well, if I were you, my friendship's gonna end there.
Me too. Like, if it's a normal person, it will end there. But she's a friend from a junior high, so
okay.
I know her, and she does stuff without thinking, so that happens.
That's
so
normal.
okay.
Oh yeah. I don't actually have like a close senpai. I usually get along with younger people. Like I don't usually.
What about me?
Yeah, like you, Hillary. I think like you're the person I mostly talk to, and
Really?
yeah, I can't even remember anyone right now. Like besides you, who do I talk to?
Do you have any kohais here? Who's?
Do I? Oh, yeah. Chise-chan.
Oh,
Lisa-chan.
oh, they're
Younger.
okay.
But they act older than me, so that's probably why.
Maybe
Yeah.
You like really act really young, like not
I feel
in,
like
in a good
5-year-old.
way.
No,
like
I feel like a 5-year-old
you're
here.
really energetic. I feel like everyone's so quiet.
Oh yeah,
Right?
that's
They're
actually
so
a fact.
quiet, and like me and you, I think
Yeah.
we both are the same. We are so energetic.
Yeah,
we
but whenever
scream,
we're
we
tired,
laugh.
we're like this.
I know. So like when we're like, no one thinks.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I don't know about you, but for me, no one thinks that I study so much.
Oh.
But I really love studying.
Yeah.
So like, but
well, I've seen you studying,
yeah,
so.
like everyone's like, oh, you don't know anything. That's fine. It's fine. You're young. I'm young, but I study. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it's because we speak English.
Yeah, and like there's a lot of cultural differences.
Yeah. ど
Yes.
うなんだろうね。
And I think because we are here, other people
Yeah.
come from the other
Yeah,
prefectures.
yeah.
So maybe
We should
They're
like start or make our like own island here.
yeah, we should.
We could rule the world.
Yes.
Okay, so it's time to roll out here. But before we do, we want to thank all the Sakuras for listening to our podcast. Please leave us a comment or a review, and we'll see you on the next episode. Bye! Bye!